All you have to do is say how you truly feel, Scorpio. Because overthinking your words to analysis paralysis will paralyze you. You are known to feel things deeply, and yet in this reading you're coming in as maybe afraid of expressing those feelings. Maybe stalling, making a move, maybe holding back on moving forward, straight ahead, circling in your mind, investigating more, watching them more. I need to know more. I need to know exactly how to say and what to say. And you end up saying nothing. And then love takes over and does the work for you, because the universe wants you to be happy now. Simply happy. Simply happy. This is so much complication. Power plays, games, push and pull. There's the known phrase, hurt people hurt. If you know you're hurt, and if you know everyone around you is also hurt, instead of trying to hide from others that which they all relate with and emphasize with anyway, be the first to express. Take the lead in expressing your heart. And then they will follow. And they will feel more comfortable next to you. Mercury retrograding in Cancer now is really digging into your heart through layers of mind that you have surrounded your heart with. You had to. It's a protection mechanism. Some of you at an early childhood made some sort of move. Maybe you moved somewhere geographically with your family, or something about that move. It did something to you emotionally. It was before the age of 6 or 7. I think it may have created homesickness, longing for something you're not even sure what it is, because it was so long ago. It's a sensation that you had when it comes to feeling safe at home, and now you're moving and you don't understand why, because you're a kid. And it could have been something fine. Maybe your parents moved for work. Maybe you just moved to home, country, whatever. But since then, it's like there's a homesick kind of vibe. Wherever you are, you're like longing for something far away from you. And once you realize what it is, you're like, oh, so it's not to a lost ex, or it's not to a self that I was. I'm not really missing anything. I'm actually fine where I'm at. Everything's okay. It's just, it got stuck in my head that my heart yearns for something, somewhere. And once that cork pops, the words will start flowing. The heart chakra will open. Don't be scared of love, my love. Write it on a piece of paper. Write a poem, write a letter. Maybe they'll accept, maybe they won't. That's not the point. The point is the act of liberation that will liberate you. From a very long silence. When I pressed play, I did not plan on being quiet. I don't plan what I'm going to say. And when I do, somehow it always turns into something else. I just tapped into your energy and I just couldn't say anything. But now, as I'm starting to speak with you, it just flows. It's natural. There is no way of controlling the heart. You can control your circumstance that creates certain emotions and create emotional experiences. But once you feel, you just feel. Hey Scorpio. Hey Seeker. Welcome to the Existential Shift. If you're new, my name is Morgane. Pleasure to have you here. This will be a reading for July. If that's what you wish. Maybe you're watching it some other time. Energy is timeless and fluid. I'm doing tarot. It's okay. Show me more for Scorpio for this coming month. What do my Scorpios need to know? Sun, moon, rising, different placements. Stallion. Maybe you just feel like being here. All good. You get anxious as I'm saying express your heart or write it. You're like, it's exciting. Page of Wands. Okay, well, how exactly do I do it? Just do it. King of Cups. Here you are. Instead of running away from how you feel, instead of driving somewhere, traveling somewhere, diving into somewhere, you're just sitting with it and you're like, so that's how I feel about them. I'm trying to go around and around it, avoiding it. But when you just sit with it, and you don't have fire up your ass, it all becomes crystal clear. Four of Swords. Crystal clear, but then there is fear. The swords return. Okay. Waiting game. The power dynamic doesn't leave so easy, especially if you've been used to doing it for so long. You have to keep taking a step back and self-check. Did what I just say was authentic and sincere, or was that another power play? That's how you do it. You take the time. to examine, to investigate. But you do it with sincerity, not with escapism, not with giving yourself excuses as to why you're doing or not doing what you're doing. Rather, you're sitting with it truly. Knight of Swords in the reverse. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want to impose. You don't want to scare them off. You don't want to be too much. If you're a Scorpio, at one point in your life, someone told you you're being too much. And then you closed off, and since then, it was too little. Either all in or completely avoidant. You really want to find the middle ground, your sweet spot, your balance, your clean, sincere love. And it's a challenge that you're quite brave taking upon yourself. There might be someone around you that is held back from movement or travel. It could be health, it could be mechanical, like something with the car goes down. This is a reading for the next month, so come back 2-3 weeks from now. Maybe things haven't occurred yet. I feel like you or someone really want to move forward fast with something, but is holding back, constantly holding themselves back, like having some sort of force of gravity pulling them down to like not get them to either snap or charge or speak everything. It's like show me more for Scorpio, please, for July. Moving into the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. Good. So it works. Whatever you're doing works. You are forget the word in English, I'm sorry, but you are balancing your energy. How much you put, how much you don't put, and you become cautious, but not in a timid way, in a responsible way. Nine of Pentacles. And when you feel like you can truly, I keep forgetting that word that I want to say. It's not exactly control your energy, but more so be on top of your game and being in awareness to your actions and your words and where they're coming from. When you're feeling more calm and more assured and more grounded, then you make the approach. Now, Scorpio, if it's not you, you can reverse the roles, right? It could be someone you're dealing with about you, doing this about you. And this, maybe I've just described them. And maybe you're a cross-watcher. Just place yourself in the story. But this Nine of Pentacles is an energy that really knows itself. This woman here worked very, very hard for her success, for her sense of self. You know you can't approach her as a flaky page or with strategy and manipulation. Definitely not 1 second reckless, 1 second completely removed. You know it's gotta be real. This knight knows, they know how they can approach this Nine of Pentacles character. And I feel like July is this amazing mastering of energy that this person is tempering themselves into becoming what it is that they know they can be, the aspect of themselves that can really connect well with this Nine of Pentacles, right? Both are earth element, pentacles. You see the background completely yellow. You see the body language. You know, he's approaching with his horse. There is movement, but it's slow and respectful. Not timid, respectful. Because all you have to do is look at this energy to understand that you can't do it any other way. I mean, she has all these coins and she's talking to a bird. It's kind of fun. You're like, she's talking to a bird. I don't... Well, also, Ten of Cups in the bottom of the deck. That's where your mindset is. Also, money will come in towards September, towards Virgo season. Until then, it's this push and pull, ebbs and flows. It's okay. Fire season, August will look better. End of August, you will feel much better financially. Things will stabilize. There might be something to do with insurance, a car insurance. Maybe if there was an accident or something, you will receive it. It will just take some time and a lot of communication and back and forth. But you will receive it. I'm just saying other aspects that come from the cards. The cards can say so many things at once. I just want you to see everything. There is a special extended love reading for you that I will do right after this in connection to your energy that will touch you and your person of interest. Look deeper into it for the month of July. It's on Vimeo for singular purchase, but if you want to stream all the signs, all the extended, it's on Patreon. And over there you can see this month's extended, but you also have, why do I forget words? You also have access to last month's. So be sure to check Patreon out. And on tier number 3, you have all the extendeds and Karmic Shift and Liberation, my special new decade karma project that I did for all the signs. So it's really important at this time. I did it for these really dramatic times. Okay, I'm sorry, more announcement. It's important, bear with me. I will continue this reading and we will have animal spirit, but I have to say a huge thank you and gratitude to all my seekers that are watching that have been voting for me. If you're not aware, myself, Morgane, the Existential Shift, is nominated to be on the cover of Maxim magazine. It's a global magazine. It is an honor and a joy and fun, but I need you guys. So the link is below. It requires voting every day, once a day, because it's a long game that ends on August 13th. And the quarterfinalists are between July 6th and July 16th, but we need to get there. So be sure to vote already now every day, so to make sure that I'm positioned there. And then during the quarterfinals, again, July 6th to July 16th, it's 11 days where I'm going to need you every day to cheer and vote. Voting is for free. It's easy. I've been creating 33 videos every month. 14th of them are for free on YouTube for the past 3 years. I've been, showing up every month for you guys. Putting my blood, sweat, and tears. If I've taught you, if I've inspired you, if I've entertained you, helped you in any way, just today or for 2-3 years, you're more than welcome to show your love. It's us. It's not just me. Wherever I go, the Existential Shift goes, so it's we. And I'm excited at the possibility of winning a wonderful prize that will really benefit me and help me out on my own journey, and also, and it's a part of it, to be able to expand this movement, the Existential Shift, and bring more people forth to this channel, and you know, men will start by looking at me on the cover, but then they'll come here to listen to me, and we want that. So go X Shift. We can do this together. It's really super easy. You just need to show up. People have been making sticky notes for themselves, daily reminders, alarm reminder. It's like, and your guys are commenting and telling me I voted today, and I cheer and I answer and I say thank you, and this is fun and exciting and overwhelmingly loving of you to do this with me. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And once again, thank you. Yeah, let's make this happen. Let's manifest this. Let's practice. Let's train the muscle of greatness. It's one press of a button once a day. It's very easy, and yet it means so much because you're persistent and consistent, and that inevitably will create and manifest. A simple action every day can do so much for me and for us. And I will be creating tons of extra bonus content throughout the month of July as reminder and as gratitude. So hop on board of this journey, or stay on board if you're already on it, and put your energy into this process. So the bonus readings will include you. Do the act that connects you to the energy. It's just energy work. And yeah, I'm so excited. And if you have social media followers, feel free to share it with your friends. We're in this to win it. And if you're coming into the website and you're seeing that I'm first, then you have to sustain it, because we don't want anyone else swooping in. And if I'm not first, definitely get me to being first, right? When you're at your best, you go better. When you're at your fastest, you go faster. And that's winner vibe. The existential shift is about winning life and winning with your best self. And I lead by example. I show you what we can do together. The power of the tribe. The power of seekers, of seers, of existential shifters. I did not think you guys will, I did not know what to expect, honestly, and you've surpassed my expectations like flying colors, and I'm just so proud and grateful for you guys. My soul tribe. Thank you, seekers. And don't forget, it's a long game, and if you're watching this at the end of July, the semifinals are between July 20th and July 30th. So there's only like 3 days break between July 17th and July 19th. But other than that, every day counts. You count. Your vote counts. It's very symbolic, I feel like, at this time when people are voting. And we're like, we're going to vote a divine feminine, a druidess. F all of them. We're not blue, we're not red, we are purple. Vote purple. There's no such thing blue and red anymore anyway. It all mixes up. Unity consciousness, remember? No more polarities. Yeah, vote purple. I'll also vote the other voting. It's important. Do whatever you want, but vote purple. I love you guys. Thank you. Okay. Sorry. Not sorry. Back to Scorpio. I have my Saturn, my Pluto, and my South Node in Scorpio. And I'm a Taurus, so I also have naturally Scorpio in me. I see you guys. More for Scorpio for July. Ooh. Third night. Knight of Cups. You saw how it fell. We went from the healing, the feeling, the sensation, the believing in love, to holding it and trotting with it and offering it, or being offered it. It's like mini events in July with opportunities to express your heart, and you're taking them, and you're like slowly increasing the expression of your heart and your connection with this person, and I find it beautiful and very, very sweet. I think July will do you very, very good. Cancer season will do you really well, Scorp. One more before the animal spirit. Three of Swords. How brave. Okay. You might have two love offers, Scorpio. One you'll accept, one you'll decline. It is a possibility. And the reason you accept one and decline the other is because you're done with the game. You want to do it right. You want to just feel it or not feel it. You don't want to play with it. And whether that's the case or you're just dealing with one person, either way, the person that you're dealing with and or choosing to deal with will bring such overflow of healing to a heartbreak that you've been carrying for a long time. This is an opportunity to heal something that has been festering. Maybe it's that sense of yearning to something far, far away that you've been just hurting for I don't know how long. Some of you for a really long time. We will see deeper into the interaction between you and your person of interest. It might pick up on current person. It might pick up on coming in person, or if there's something to release and learn of past person. It depends on the cards and who comes to the extended, and it will bring the most important messages. But feel free to watch your other placements, especially if you're on Patreon. You can watch all of them. No, we're not done. You want me to clarify this? I'll clarify this. Then I'll do also animal spirit for you guys. Oh, and I always forget to mention the extendeds. I also finish up with messages from the Celtic runes. My name is Morgane. How can I not read runes? Hint, hint, Camelot, Avalon, or Game of Fame, Merlin. I'm from there for sure. For sure. Clarified for Scorpio, my beautiful Scorpio. This, please. The moon. Yeah, there's some emotional entanglement, Scorpio, that is ancient in your brain. I don't know if it's someone that broke your heart when you were very young, maybe even when you were a kid or a teenager or in your 20s, depending on your age, and each of you have your stories, but it has messed up with your subconscious, with your emotional realm. It created blockages. It created projection. Every new person that comes into your life is overshadowed by that. And it's time to clear it out. Enough. The lunar eclipse, full moon in Capricorn, will be very meaningful to it. You will release it at the time. So set an intention, meditate, think, write the goodbye letter, throw the old t-shirt. Do what you need, everything possible to release, because so much good is trying to come in. Your heart is like screaming to feel good and to be free. Your heart is screaming to be free and to have new adventures and stable, real, existing, present emotional connection. You deserve it. You so deserve it. You got to talk about it. If you're dealing with someone new, really, that, you know, that helps you with that, express it. Talk to them. It will really, really help. The moon card is very psychological and feeling lost, kind of. And it really helps to talk about it and receive some objective point of view. So talk to someone you trust, a friend, a family member, a romantic person that you're really getting close with. If you're already partnered, then with your partner. Maybe you're partnered and your relationship is constantly overshadowed by that. Cancer season is going to get you dig in really deep, but it will also bring love with it, because as you're digging and releasing and cleaning the basement of your emotional gunk, it will make room for new air, for new furniture, for a new person. Because if it's all messy and full, there's no way to enter energetically even. Okay, so it will be amazing. It's like you'll release a little and then they'll come in a little, and you'll release more and they'll come in more, and you'll feel the relief and the sensation of relief, but also the feeling of like something filling you up, like cleaning dirty waters, and then clean waters come in, and it's so refreshing and healing, and you deserve that. Animal spirit for Scorpios for July. Camel, amazing. So it always reminds me of 400 years in the desert, when the Israelites, set free from the pharaohs and walked to the promised land. And it was 40 years in the desert. And Venus was just retrograding in Gemini for 40 days. And I feel like that duration of time really helped you mentally to process things. And now as it's going direct into Cancer season, it will help you like feel it emotionally, not just think it. The new moon in Leo will help a lot. I feel like the new moon in Cancer already triggered it. A few days ago, the solar eclipse on the 21st of June, something around that solar eclipse and new moon in Cancer really triggered it and made you see clearly the journey that you've been on. Show me where this camel is heading. Earthworm. Yeah, you're going straight in to uproot this psychological injury, wound, thing that is festering inside the black box of your mind. A lot of people have been getting earthworm. It's like going really back down to basics and cleaning the basement. I want one more, please. One more for Scorpio, because I love you guys. Rabbit. It's really going back to your inner child. Like you've developed an elephant skin. You've developed like desert feet. Like from walking in the desert barefoot, or from walking on hot pavement. The barefoot on hot pavement has been coming up in all the readings. For some reason, maybe it's because, I'm obviously always projecting. It's just inevitable. No one is objective. There's no such thing. Just an FYI. There's no such thing. Everything you analyze and say and think comes from your own brain and heart and experiences and things you've studied. So the more you experience, obviously, you're more broad-minded and able to see different perspective, but it's still from your own mind. Anyway, what I was trying to say is I've been walking barefoot on hot pavement a lot as a kid, but also last week. Interesting. So maybe that's why this analogy comes up a lot, because I'm able to explain it well. But you're becoming, it's like you're back to your inner child that before you developed all those layers of, of skin that can deal with heat and cold and long journeys. And you're like, you just want to have it light and easy and fun, not like flaky and not connected, rather joyous. It's like finally plucking out gunk and feeling liberated and free and fun, and just having a really fun interaction, conversation with like-minded people, with a like-minded person, and just taking it all off your chest. This is a conversation of taking it off your chest. Sorry, I'm trying to hold everything. I love you guys. Thank you for voting. I'll see you in a second in the extended or in other videos. If you're new, be sure to subscribe and press the bell button. And if you haven't approved notifications from YouTube, then the bell button won't send you notifications. So you need to also approve notifications on YouTube. Okay. I know I should probably press pause because, to help the algorithm and finish the video fast, but I don't care. Those of you that are still here and haven't pressed pause or left, it's because you're my tribe. You love me. You love you too. I do. Thank you. I'll see you soon.